Hello and welcome to another edition of Minecraft Pocket Edition. Well, today is kind of a crappy day weather-wise. It's just thunderstorms that literally never end and literally are not moving. And I got the windows open, and so you're going to hear city sounds. You might hear the actual rain and of course the thunder. Anyway, I've noticed another flaw when they re-updated this game, that underneath my chin is another white box that has to go away. But that's something I can deal with a little later. So, when we left off here at Village Idiots, any day now, we've blocked off the villagers in the buildings that they decide to stay the night because I wanted the vegetables to grow. I was positive there were potatoes in here. I don't know if there were, or there were, and then the villagers decided to get rid of them. So, one of the things I am going to do, and I'm going to do a little waste of motion. I've got this so I can do a full 30 level enchantment. And you can see the boxes, just for the sake of making things easier to understand, are all labeled, more or less for you guys than it is for me. Yeah, I got this wheat farm over here, that's one thing. And over here, off in the distance as we stutter, in the process of building another farm, I'm making it far away from that village so that the villagers are not attracted to it. This is where the carrots and potatoes will be. If there are no potatoes in the village, then I'm just going to have to wait for a zombie to drop one. And speaking of zombies, while I was gallivanting off camera, I've decided to take on this cave because I kind of needed some equipment. Was looking for other places to get diamonds. And this is not the way I came in, but I found this little zombie place here. This is where I came in from, and I have, yeah, right here. I dropped in. I made a way in and out. I've explored some of that cave over there. You can still see dark spots where I haven't. And then there were zombies left and right over here. Ever so slowly, I would dash here and try to light up a little more of this area. So ultimately, I got to a point where I could light that, take away the stuff that was in here. There's nothing really big, although I could use this for the villager trading, and that for villager trading, and that to grow food. And we can hit the X and go away. Take these chests, because we're going to reuse this and make a sort of a short of getting killed style zombie farm, XP farm. Now it's not going to be the traditional way, which I totally suck at doing, is making making water in here. Then the zombies would drop in, then flow down. I mean, there's going to be some water aspect to it of that nature, but I'm going to leave the room as it is, obviously without the torches. And what I'm going to ultimately do is, let's see, right in this general area, I won't chop it right now, but make a 3-wide door, and then, yep, we can move now. Stutter is right around here. We make an entryway that goes to this grinder. In fact, we'll do that a little later, but I'll stick around right here. This will be the door where they can see me, and I'll be standing at a window for which they will be coming towards me. The window will be beyond this wall right there. And of course they'll see me, they'll come here, they'll fall into a 2-wide channel. I'll make it a 2-wide because I can. help prevent jamming. And they'll float down to an elevator. They'll bring them like maybe 15, 16 blocks high and bring them short to death, close to death, but not quite. Trying to find the way out again. Not that I really need it. And that'll be that. So next time I come here, we should have a shovel so I can do some other things. Get that farm going over there as well. And make a little side door so I can sort of make my way in. And of course, turn this into a room for which I can stand and let the zombies come after me and just drown anyway. And we'll be back. Alright, I'm not done with the trap yet, but I'm at a point that I want to show it to you so you see how it's going to work. Now, when I build these kind of traps that everybody else can do, I have a 0% success rate, and I'm looking around because I had a slot set up for dirt, and of course the game decides to put whatever it wants in the slots. Alrighty. So I'll just put a dirt column here so I can get out. Alright, no, that's not what I want. And we break. There we go. This is how it works. Or it's going to work as we stutter. We enter here. And we go down to here where the zombies will spawn in. And that wall there is going to be removed and pushed back a little bit. I might even push the far left and right walls that way and that way respectively. I might even put in a secondary tier so there's more surface, because these guys can spawn in within 15 blocks of those spawners unless something changed. And of course, if on rare occasions something other than a zombie like a creeper spawns in there, it's possible. I can always back off. In fact, I might just take out these while I'm thinking of it and we can break them, just so I have a little extra running room. So what I'm thinking is I might make some, this glowstone that's readily available and within easy reach, is I might make some redstone lamps, glowstone lamps or whatever they're called, and have a circuit running underneath. So if anything needs servicing, I could turn them on and disable the spawner. So I don't have to worry about killing any zombies while I'm in here. So what will happen is zombies will spawn in here because all these torches will be gone. And they're going to see me at the window and try to get me. But here's a problem. Stutter. We have windows. And zombies and all monsters always try to swim. They never rest in the water. So they see me, they come after me, they wind up going here. Now you'll see that we've got signs over here. And like I said, there's people that aren't really that good. I'm not that good, but really don't know how to do these tricks in the game. So, stutter. And they wonder, what's the point of that? And signs are an entity, and they take up a 1x1 tile in the world. So the water sees something being there, so the water cannot pass the signs. Now, as I said, monsters always swim. Even if there's a block, let's say right there going across, and the water was another block deep, you could go under it. But the monsters don't, because they always try to stay above water. Keep that in mind. We have a half slab holding this water in, because if we put in a full slab, you can see there's less than 2 blocks of height that would be available. And since the monsters always swim, they will not go to the back wall. Now, what happens when we go to the back wall? Alright, let's try and get out of here by swimming. We can't. And if they're at the very edges, they might get a little stuck on the lip. But then, ultimately, you got no choice but to go up. And the signs separate each section of water by 1 so that they can breathe. You don't want them to drown. This is important. So what happens is they get to the end and I get myself stuck, yay me. Yeah, we didn't think this one through. Anyway, did not think this one through. I thought I would be able to get out of here, but I can't. But basically, they will wind up ultimately going out. I know there's a way I can do this. I've done it already. Is if I back out. There we go. But zombies can't do that. Monsters always try to swim facing forward. So as you saw, when I try to move any other direction than backwards, you wind up going up. So I don't need that staircase of, I don't need that tower, because what I was supposed to do was be able to jump out. Now the thing is, we have that one gap space each time, so the drowning effect is reset every time. We do not want them to drown. So we send them up. I'm believing I'm going to have it 18 blocks from ground. And, oh, come on. No, don't want that. So, as you can see, this pattern that I have here, it's decoration, it also helps to count, is 3 blocks, 6, 9, we're at 10. So we need another 8 blocks of signs and water, or close enough. If it's 19, I'll raise the platform to our killing station. And what happens is when they get to the end, it'll be 8 deep. And then when they get to the very end of that 8-foot section of water, there'll be an 18 block drop to the bottom, and it should just beat them within an inch of their lives. Then we can take even a torch, whack them, or, yeah, kind of like that, just one hit, and they'll die. The reason we want that is we want their XP. As you notice, the XP hasn't really gone very high in this game so far. So if I stand here and just let the game run, when everything's all said and done, I should get a ton of zombies, a ton of XP, maybe even some potatoes to give the villagers, because that's a trading item that we can get, and these villagers did not grow any potatoes because I've let them stay locked up in their buildings, and there are no potatoes to be found unless they were there and they already traded each other said potatoes. So the zombies might help us there. Those are all carrots and wheat and some beetroot. I'm not sure what the beetroot's really good for. So, yeah, we got a bunch of carrots. We got a wheat farm over there. So that's what I got for you. I wanted to show you that guy right there. Show you how it's coming along. And ultimately, if everything goes the wrong way, in my words, that is, that everything actually works, we will have a quote-unquote zombie grinder. And we know how my percentages are on building these kind of traps, from the old-fashioned toasters to these type of grinders, is 0% so far. So I'm going to finish her up and see how she works. Okay, we got the physical structure built. We got the way down. We've built the room. I've shown you how that worked. Got the water going all the way up, and it goes all the way to the edge, and then you drop down. This definitely needs some doors put on it, because I saw a skeleton taking shelter here. We don't want that. And this was just a tad too long, so I cut this down can get a little closer than what we really need to, but that's just so we can grab the loot that may fall down. Of course, it's lit in here. It's lit up there as well, just for the sake of maintenance. But we need to take care of lighting on the inside the inside there. So yeah, it's faster just to go through here. So what we want to do is we gotta go to the Nether. There is a place where we can, from our original exit point, where we can grab glowstone, and we got plenty of redstone. We can make some glowstone lamps, bury them in the floor, have some on-off switch, have an on-off switch that'll both open the door and turn on the lights. So let's go in and grab ourselves some glowstone, if I remember exactly where it is. I'm bringing you along just in case. Alright, I believe it was this way. Stutter. We're whacking at things, we don't have to do that. Oh, gassed. I was positive there was a location nearby where... Yeah, we can move. I could grab some glowstone on the spot. And it wasn't here. Oh, why did we have to be where I didn't need you to be? I mean, we got some right here, but we also have to worry about this lava. Like I said, I was very positive there was a source nearby where I don't have to risk anything to get at it. This was kind of it. Not exactly. Oh, and copyright. Alright, I had to do a little editing because I have a little bit of NASCAR going on in the background, and that was when it's a subscription service to watch the races for free decided to play an ad right when I am trying to do one of these videos. And that's an efficiency too. Now I'm going to have to talk loud again because you got people that think I want to hear their music when they're driving by. Assuming all of it is there, I got everything I need. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come on, break that through, break down through. And we can move the player. Yep, I hate the stuttering this game does. Just puts me in a really bad spot where I could get hurt or killed. Alright, I think I get everything that I'm gonna get, so let's... Yeah, I'm hitting the button. Now let's not put that in my hand. Well, you get the idea. We're going to need some glowstone, and more than that for sure. I think I know where we can get it. I'm not going to bore you with it. Alright, we're inside, and we put buttons so we can open and close the doors to this thing as we see fit. And we come down here, and I think just for safety's sake, we're going to open this up just one more block in width. There. Now if a creeper somehow formed, I could back off fairly quickly and away. Alright. Now comes the fun part. have to figure out. And I didn't bring everything. Oh yeah, I did. I brought some stuff. I'm going to say how to get everything in place. I don't know if this is going to work. No. Figures. Anyway, you can fix that. We're going to have it on the floor. And that's... Oh, it's there. So the lights will turn on when we open this door. Now I built a special pickaxe out of stone. And I'm putting the torches here up against the walls because yeah, it's working. Exactly what I wanted. What I want to do is say here. I'm going to have a redstone circuit we can break. Which will, let's send, hitting a button. Of course it won't work yet. Oh, that don't work. If you pass a signal under it, you can turn it on. Well, okay, this isn't going to work. I have a feeling none of this is going to work. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one, because I thought I could power the lights by doing that. I might have to go a different route. I still think there's a way to do it. Okay. I think I'm going to have to put it in the ceiling. There's plenty of room for that. Too bad you can't put this stuff up on the ceiling. But I think I can. Anyway, I know how exciting this is, so I'm just going to stop the recording. And if I get anywhere with this, I'll let you know. And working. Well, time to give this sucker a test drive. We're gonna have to get you Moo Moo Cow a little later. And yeah. Okay, let's actually let me in. Stutters don't help. Alright, we've figured out a way to light the place up. Is just put them in the ceiling. Problem solved. Now it's time to get rid of the torches. Because now we're lit well enough without them. And you can break. And maybe I might expand this. I'm not 100% sure if I can. So we're going to have one button here. One button here. And that's so we can open up, pressing the button. Actually, I want this on the other side. So we got this guy. I don't want them trying for that door. Yep, we can move the player now. We need to move the player. There we go. So we got that all set. And up here, we got the master switch, which then kills the lights. And the zombies are spawning. And we stood too close to the door. Oh, I want to apologize for the excessive volume. That was not supposed to happen. Yeah, apparently, at least this part of it's working. There's no light in there. I don't know why it's just showing up like there is. Let me just see if I save and quit and come back, because that should not be lit. So, I mean, it's working like it's supposed to. There's more. Yeah, it's dark like it's supposed to be. See, now they're trying to get to me and they can't. And they wind up in that elevator that I showed them a moment ago. So then they're supposed to go up the elevator. And here they are. It actually works. But is it a one-hit kill? No, it isn't. But whatever. It's a place to get XP. I'm going to set a box of stone swords next to this thing so we don't waste our good stuff on this. And there's another one. So this stupid thing actually works. And the funny thing is, I'm the one that built it. Let's see if any more are coming through. Well, I heard one fall in. And like I was trying to say before, apologies for the loud volume from the previous. I forgot to lower the volume before I started recording. Yeah, that's all nice and dark like it's supposed to be. Don't stand near this door. And then you just stand here and wait for them to spawn in. You stand here so they come after you, but then the water takes them away. Isn't that neat? Alrighty. I'm done for now. Alright, we're back. This has worked quite well. As you can see, I got 32 levels here. And you can see this is all emptied out. There's a reason. Stutter. I've made armor for which I want to enchant. It's there somewhere. I've enchanted 2 pieces. The the chest plate, which I grabbed something else. Fire protection 2 and unbreaking 3. And I've realized that I'm a little premature for what I want to do, because I want to stutter at least enchant 2 more pieces of armor since I'm at such a height. But you saw that empty field, that's because I decided to move all of them over here. So the wheat field is much bigger and is now over here. That thing has provided me with some potatoes, one that is fully grown. Let's grab it, see if we can get more than one and continue populating this field. Stutter. 2, 1, 2. I need to get some bone meal in, really expedite the process. So I got this fire aspect sword I want to keep for a while. And speaking of things I like to keep, how about some gunpowder? And one more. Well, didn't need it. There were some monsters that need 3 wax. So once again, I am a bit premature, but you know what? I can hit the wrong button. I can always, because of that thing, grab the XP levels I need. So we're gonna go do what I want anyway. So with that being said, we're gonna shut the door. Yeah, we're gonna actually shut the door, because when I hit the door, it means I want to shut the door. Call it a strange idea, but I like it. Alright. One of the things we need to also do is go in the Nether and find a fortress. So you... Pig, but... do that later. Yep. Is... gonna put a chest right there. I'm gonna put all our valuable stuff in there that we truly don't want to lose, like all of that for sure. I'm gonna lose all that. All that. Grab a few of those. I definitely don't want to lose that. And I don't know why I brought that. So basically, I'm just trying to get rid of stuff that I really don't care of losing if I wind up dead. The problem is I shouldn't really need the sword, because I'm in trouble if I use that anyway. There's a zombie pigman that is in that thing. This turned out to go nowhere. So zombie pigman is in here. Stutter. It stutters annoyingly here in the Nether as well, which is a pain. So now the question is, where can I find anything if it exists? Let's actually pop up some of the stone, and we can actually build a little waypoint thing. There we go. Not going to put them everywhere, we just want to put them in points where we can recognize where we are. And we want to make this. There we go. That helps. The lava doesn't help. Let's see if this actually goes anywhere, and it does. So what I'll do is one here. Good job. I'm glad you actually did what I said. That's a concept. And one right there. And we break, and we break, and we break. There we go. I'm at the laundromat yet again. I'm outside of the laundromat. And I want to make sure that I have definitely moved around like this before hitting the directionals. See, now we got a waypoint. We know which way to go. And get rid of some of the fire. Oh, and that's a ghast burning up in lava, I guess. Okay, here. I know for a fact it's... Boy, they are burning up in lava. What happened? That's not them burning in lava. Wow, that is a very frightening sound. You can move now. You can move now. That's right, you can move. No, it means move. Well, that kind of stinks. And it looks like a pigman got fried, so that could mean I'm in trouble. I'm going to lose 32 of my health points, which stinks. Yet we can eat the food now. Push the eat the food button, then we can eat the food. Doesn't mean we just stand there looking stupid. There we go. Alright, he's not coming after me, so free XP for that. Not that I wanted it. That way, at least. Okay, yep, we can move. We can move. We can move. Double tap means run. Yeah. I guess you're going to have to sit and wait this out. So I'm not going to bore you with that. And depending on how long things go, depends on how this is winding up. I have to do a check on how much all this footage added up to. We'll be back with something. Okay. I haven't shot video for a while because I'm trying to find a Nether Fortress and it has not gone well at all. No matter where I go, nothing. So I've been doing a lot of experience collecting there. And killing lots of animals here, there, many places behind, and over there. Gathering resources out there. And it's starting to become very full, and since we got the new gardens over there, I'm going to convert this over into storage. I already got a foundation, might as well make it storage. Reason being, it's filling up pretty fast. I'm running out of places to put things. So I've got some materials ready to go, and if we can just control the player. Now, one of my goals in this particular episode is I wanted to get to exploring a Nether Fortress and getting some, hopefully some blaze rods, and it's not looking very good. I've got hundreds of blocks in different locations and in different directions, and I have come up completely empty, and that's not what I wanted. And I'm just selecting the wrong thing there. So I know since like I forget when, like 1.1 or even earlier than that. Let's see. Craft some more of these. Could always use more. Well, I already did the other side. Way to keep track. So, yeah, I'm gonna add more storage. I've also spent a lot of time making this a little more realistically supported and proper banking, and it's almost time to go to sleep. I'm gonna keep this wall here where it is. I won't do anything with that. May even keep the windows just as, you know, to show how things have been. So one of the things I'm going to need to do, of course, is build the addition, and I believe we won't be needing that anymore. Oh no, is this version of the really an improvement? I'm going to keep the same height and miss entirely where we're going. Yay me. Now I know that this will be even number. Well, actually it's an odd number, but everything will align. That's what I'm trying to say as we break. And just like the main structure, we're going to have a single layer of... You can have a single layer of half slab on the roof, so we don't have to worry about anything forming above. Yep, we can place a block. There we go. We don't have enough to keep this going. So I think to some degree we'll mirror what's over there. Now we got enough that we can put a pillar here. Yep, we can keep going. No need to put a brace there because that's just silly. Oh look, we need 7 and that's a 9 span. Yay! So I haven't had too much... Oh, come on. Haven't had too much luck trying to find a Nether Fortress. Supposedly... actually plentiful, but you gotta be within a certain area. I can start seeing them within approximately 400 block regions from the aforementioned area. So if I find one, I could go in one particular direction and they will keep spawning. And if I go in a completely different direction, they will not. These trees are too big. That's too much of a project. I just want small trees. We don't need too much. You'll see beacons around because I have done some slight exploration. I haven't gone all that far. And there goes the sword. So I'm looking for some trees that I can use to... And my finger drifted. I can't say that I'm pushing the button. Why are we ignoring it? Well, when in doubt, we got the axe, which we're going to need to chop some trees down. Things I got to do just for some lumber. Nice jump. Glad you did it. As you can tell in this series, if you've been watching it since I restarted because the other world got too big for the original phone, and which was a G4. Now I have a G5 because the G4 died and my insurance replaced it with this. Which, I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest thing. Especially the camera. It's capable of 4K like the 4G, but there's no image stabilization, which is crap. The 4G had image stabilization. You can do 60 frame per second video, but there's no image stabilization. That's crap. Plus I've had issues where it'll shut off after recording for a long period of time, which I am not happy to have discovered. Because I figured when it's actually doing something, it should not be shutting off, which it used to not do. Yeah, although there's just things that, in spite of what people think, phones will never replace what they're trying to replace. Did I grab any? Yeah, I did. We'll worry about that later. Plant some birds maybe a little later. Okay. Too squirrely. Come on. There we go. So I've been in the Nether. Been looking forever. Haven't done any trading with the villagers yet. Maybe we might do some of that. So I think I'm going to do is I'll just end this segment by finishing this part and maybe framing the walls, which won't be too big of a thing. So I need to do now is go to crafting and go nuts. Yeah, craft them all. And okay, that's not what I really wanted to do, but basically we got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of chests. I'll put a torch in each wall. Or 20 actually if we double stack. So you get the idea. That's the whole point of showing you this. Now I'll just put a window there because we can, just to keep things all nice and well lit. Yeah, I'll be stopping the video in a moment, so because I mean, I want to at least show you something that's going on, and that something is me just building a little bit. There we go. And the rest will be boredom. What I will do is I will take this and move it. Not going to waste my axe. Yep, we're going to break. This we won't need. At least right there. We'll move those torches eventually. Now we just need windows and a roof. Actually, I think we still have some of those. Yep, we can hit the X. don't need the foundation in this section anymore. Oh, actually, okay, come on. Okay, it just didn't pop in. Alright, I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, I hit the... There we go. So I'm not gonna bother with the rest. You get the idea. It's gonna have a stone slab top like that, and of course windows in the windows. We'll leave those windows there just for the aesthetics, and remember how this originally was set up. So I'm gonna fall asleep and then come right back whenever I get to a point that warrants it.
Alright, I'm collecting blocks, as you can see all over there, like here, here, to continue trying to find a way to another fortress when I came across this guy here. So I thought we might explore it a little bit. Yeah, we can move. There we go. The two torches represent that we can... Hi, zombie. Represents that's the way out. Get iron. And, ooh, minecart. And break. Break. Very fast pickaxe, so a little difficult to control. Oh, a creeper. Okay, now we need to control the player. There we go. Which means we're going to be needing to move back out. And move back out. Oh well. I think we're going to be limiting our reach at this point. I'll just grab some stuff while we're at it. Okay, move. What do we have here? Okay, that helps. Okay, why can't we collectively... Okay, we could use that. We can definitely use that. I wish I could just... Okay, yep. What does this have? Unbreaking 2. We like that. Plus we got some lapis, which we could use. I don't know, sometimes I can actually hit this thing. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. And we can break. And we can break. Yeah, there's a weird lighting glitch in this version of Minecraft. And let's actually go into the hole. That's nice. So we could use some of this. And some of this. And we can break. And we can break. You see all the edges look a little weird? They're pitch black.
I don't really like that too much. Yeah, we don't have to block that off. So, unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to stop. Plus, the pickaxe is pretty much gone anyway. Thought I'd share that with you. I got enough material to try and find the, try and find another Nether Fortress. Now, you know, I have to say a way out. The double torch thing means exit. And I'm going to have to use the axe. And okay, we're still running at a good clip. Good. We'll end it when we go to sleep. What I'll do is I'll try and get them all this way. And that should get them to steer clear of this. Okay, yeah, we can move. And this is the finished building. It looks just the same. Left the door, put the door there instead. Can't remember if I showed that to you or not already. Sometimes these pieces come few and very far between each other, so then I lose track. Alright, that'll be it. Time to head to the Nether yet again and try to, try to find a fortress. Okay, as you can see over there, we made a bridge, and guess what we finally found? That's right, we found an end fortress. Yeah, we found a Nether Fortress. However, I don't like the way things work in this game, in some way, shape, or form. I plan on maybe boarding up there somewhere, but I would like to disable the ability of monsters to spawn in, so I'm going to figure that out. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do is grab some stuff. It means I have to go back in the overworld and get ready to kind of create a failsafe so I can get out of here alive if I had to. So with that being said, actually what I'll do, since it is clear, I'll just make a mark. Oh, the excitement, right? That way I can see it from up there and not go too far. And we'll be ready to conquer. Although I'm not sure in this particular... Oh! Well, I'd rather that than the owie. Anyway, I'll come back a little later. Well, things are starting to go bad. Look at my boots, they're pretty bad. Pants are okay, shirt's okay. No helmet. Gone. X. Anyway, we found this fortress as you've seen in a previous segment. And what we're doing is trying to prevent baddies from spawning within the area just in case I hit something or a blaze hits something that it shouldn't. Thank you. And that will have to be edited. Google decided this was the perfect time to give me a private message about private matters. Good job. Anyway, we went up here. We made this. I could have made this a stairwell, but this is not deep enough. In fact, this whole that whole column of that wall of bricks didn't exist. That's been added when I hollowed out this quote-unquote stairwell. I was going to put in stairs, but it would not leave headroom, so we left it jumpy. So what I did so far, and I've got to replenish, like I said, my armor, and there's a few things we could get rid of as well that we no longer need. X, hit it 500 times, we're good. Is started to build this system where we can send pigmen down, but there's a lava issue we need to address. As you can see, we've covered this with covered this up with the half slab so nothing will spawn in it. Some of that, and some of that will as well. I think some of those areas might be as well, and what I'm thinking of doing is I'll have an exit system to show where the exit is. I'll show you that when the time comes. So I run over here if I'm being chased. If a pigman was hit when it shouldn't have been, hit the switch, and down they will go. As you can see, it's a work in progress. So like I said, I gotta go and get me a new helmet, fix stuff that needs to be fixed. See, I've slabbed up stuff that I don't need right now, and as you can see, there's kind of a, yep, we're gonna move forward. There's a bit of a lava issue that needs to be addressed, and that will be done a little later. But right now, I have to head back home, fix this whole armor issue, and maybe shoot a ghast while we're at it. Oh, and I want to apologize for the previous segment. I didn't take damage. Nice. Anyway, now we can move. Anyway, so yeah, there was a previous segment. Yeah, the previous segment I forgot to lower the volume because I kind of like to hear the game as I'm playing it, and I can't really do that while I'm recording. I also got infinity on my bow, which is great, especially when you keep missing gas like I'm doing. And just shooting random blanks like that, that's lovely. Can you say there's an area of improvement? Anyway, like I said, previous segment, didn't realize that the volume was still cranked and might have provided some very loud moments. I remember to lower it this time because, like I said, when I'm playing it for recording, I cannot really hear the game sounds. Need it pretty much almost all the way up. Oh, that's not a good spot for a ghast. I actually hit that one. So, heading back home, fixing some stuff. It's going to be a while. This is another reason why I haven't seen a video from Pocket Edition in a very long time, because all of this took a crap ton of time to do. Going through a crap ton of corridors, trying to find a castle in the Nether Fortress, and many moons later finally have, and now it's time to get us some blaze rods at some point, make some Eyes of Ender, and we'll be all set to go. Almost ready to end the game, at least in campaign mode, maybe. So that will be it, and when we come back, we should be ready to conquer some blazes, perhaps. I gotta check how long this has been running. Yeah, there's another project I wanted to do. Since this game has been updated, a lot more babies have been forming in this little XP farm here. And we're going to have to fix that because it's annoying.
Reason being is when they spawn in, they move into a water channel that goes into here, just like you see here. The adults, fine. The babies, they get stuck up against this wall, and that's no good. And it causes the adults to get stuck as well. So what we're going to have to do is shut this sucker down. Those will be the last ones for a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to flush them out. So here's the case in point. We need to get rid of these babies. These can't be happening. Because as you'll see, they're going to get stuck. Now, I believe I can leave these, I can put these, convert them over to half slabs, and we'll be good. We need to get rid of this baby. Now the thing is, alright, chop this, chop that. This is our problem here, is we're going to need to redirect the flow of water. We are going to take these, not those half slabs, but these, and put them up here. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. So hopefully I got my sign back. And I didn't. Well, let's go over here. Like I said, this thing is shut down, so it's not going to matter at this point. So I got this light system in the ceiling, so this will do absolutely nothing for now. There it is. And we're going to call it good. There. We got the... here we go with this again. Now we got this a block and a half. This is tall enough that zombies cannot fight the swim. See? They wind up going up into this system. Which is good. That's what we want. And it's short enough that the babies can actually find their way out of the system so it doesn't clog it. And I hit the wrong button. So now it's a matter of redirecting the flow. I think that's where this part of it's going to come in. Plus I need some more of these blocks anyway. Not sure exactly how I'm going to reflow this, but that'll be the start of it. That's one thing what I don't want to do. Alright, I'm going to actually block off this whole part right here. Yep, we can move now. Just leave a torch there for now. Yep, we're going to hit this button. And Poops and Giggles will just remove this section here. Alright, so basically we're going to reflow the water and I'm going to build this room up, but of course that's kind of slow and boring, especially since I'm really crappy at this game, so we'll come back and show you the finished design. Alright, everything works. The adults are still making their swim up. It is slightly more difficult for them to do it, but they do it, so it still works. Just ever so slightly slower, and the children do get by the 1.5 gate there,
As you can see, I added this little half slab so I have better aim at them. Unfortunately, because they don't take any hit from the machine, you're going to have to hit them with the full force of your sword, but at least you're getting the XP. Maybe not their drops, but that's another thing. Could always shut it down, go in, grab them. No, actually, you can't. Well, that doesn't matter. Now, some might be saying, why did I not make that 1 block high instead of 1.5? Remember that the little baby zombies, well, some of you don't have this game that watch this as well, so I need to explain it to you guys as well, is they need almost exactly 1 block height to travel through, and water takes up some of that space, so they wind up about 1.25, and that is obviously too high. So you take out 1.5, the adults swim up the normal channel, and the babies slide right through to here. Now I can sit back, collect the goodies, just let the thing run. I don't have to worry about unclogging it. Oh, it's night again. And Pocket Edition, this is really hard to time. Okay. I could come back and kill the zombies that you see down there, but it's nighttime. You've seen how that worked before. So I'm just going to head in, sleep, and pick it up a little later. So, okay, here we go. And stuttery. Bed's too far away. Now it isn't. Alrighty, we're making this area somewhat safer. It doesn't look it, but I don't know if they fixed the half slab problem where monsters can't spawn on it, but I've been covering most of the area up in half slabs for which that these monsters would not be able to spawn on them. They can walk on them, they just can't spawn there. And hello. While I was trying to make this area a little safer, there was a blaze right here, and first rod. Yay. Better not mess this up. I'm just going to do a little more work. Obviously, I need to do a little more work. They could all be coming from up here and over there. It's unprotected over there. So, yeah, that's what we got, and be back a little later. This was not a planned video segment. This was opportune moment that something came up and it happened.
Well, I didn't realize this video was going on as long as it has, so yeah, bad me. Alright, valuables, let's dump those in there like so. And I won't bore you with too much of this garbage. I mean, do we really care about this? Not really, but I'm just going to put away a few of the things here. And while we're at it, put some stuff away in here as well. Like, let's see what we have here. Glowstone, of course. Not glowstone. Redstone. A ton of that stuff. Okay, that didn't quite go as well as planned. But, like I said, I'm not going to bore you with everything. I'm just going to put away the redstone and deal with the rest of it myself. Alright. So, yeah, the next step is to make the Nether Fortress a little more secure and get some more, what do you call them, those blaze rods. Yeah, we definitely could use those. But we need to, as you can see, clear out some inventory. So we're going to half slab everything up so that, because this is Pocket Edition, let's see. Alright. So basically, what I would like to do... Yeah, we can actually put the stuff in there now. Is... Because Pocket Edition, you know, you have these, as you can see there, the right and... The diagonal right and left is my finger drifts off to the side every now and then because the phone glass is smooth, and my character will veer to the side, kind of like that. So I'm going to half slab the sides of the fortress so I don't fall off, and, well, that'll be it for now. So it's time to also probably trade with the villagers a little bit. We got quite a bit of junk we can get rid of. And another thing we have to do is, this thing overpopulates, because it brings in so many animals over time, this game literally becomes unplayable. In fact, I see that it started jerking a little bit over there. So I got to trade some of this junk with the villagers and do some more thinning of the herds, literally and figuratively. So that'll be it for this particular episode. Sorry that it went as long as it did. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.